My name is Čillíková and I'm coming from National Bank of Slovakia. We are integrated supervisors responsible not only for the supervision but also for the financial education, consumer protections, and last but not least for the innovation in the financial market. I would like to share with you our journey about the fintech. When was the start of this journey? I don't remember the exact day, but we started pulling the expert before the 2019. We built some internal structures, and maybe the good example is the preparation of the PSD2 directives, because I think that it was the real example of the fintech solutions and this open banking to bring us a lot of challenges. But I would like to count the recommendations how to tackle or how to solve it. In the 2019, we established our Fintech Innovation Hub, which was excellent source of the information for us. In that time, it was the mainly request for the API standards and PSD2. We spend a lot of time with the internal education and explanation of importance of fintech inside of NBS, which help us to find the support in the MBS. Because if you want to strengthen your position, you should to bring the enough evidence in your institutions that this is important. And we had the advantage that we create the organization unit which was responsible for the innovation. Firstly, for the payment system. Later, when Mika and Dora was coming, we increasing the organization structure also for this responsibility. The questions for your side could be the how to solve it if you have a limited staff. You have always lack of the staff and lack of expertise. Our solution, and I am so sure that integration is the best solution, is that you create the first line. It's the expert in the which are facing the sectors in the on-site in the daily basis. Yeah, it's a sectoral solution, but this organization structure in the app is a high-level expertise for the methodology, for the solving of the complicated questions, and you should to create a network for the innovation. This is, I think, the first important requirement. Second is the transparency. We yearly publish the outcomes also for the markets, the outcome from the Innovation Hub, and also we already, I forget to mention that we have a sandbox. But sandbox we have only 2 participants. Important things in the innovation for the supervisors is the dialogue with the fintech community, because it's a benefit for both sides. For the fintech community, you can directly communicate your expectation, formalize your standards, your requirement. You can find, and we set up in the website, the fintech part, when you can find the pre-licensing requirement, question and answer, recording the education, and it works. We also should to be very active outside. Our experts are inviting in the every fintech events, and we try to be visible. But it's not enough. We should to be also visible in the institution. For example, we organize the crypto coffee. It's one of example for our colleagues when we easily explaining what does it mean, what kind of risk, and we try to also educate our colleagues. Important things if we are speaking about the fintech in one hand, because we are living in the digital era, we cannot stop it. But what we can do or should do is try to improve the financial education, financial literacy, and especially digital financial literacy. In my country, is really lack of financial literacy, and if we taking into account the change of the financial infrastructure, the increase of different scams, fraud, is very rapid. And what we are doing, we cannot forget we are not alone. we should to build a cooperation with the policeman, with the newspaper, and all channels which are possible. We organize, it's a perfect idea, I think so, it's a breakfast with the newspapers. We share our experience with them, and they help us to diversify this knowledge to everybody. You should to use the different channels to different stakeholders, and it works. The transparency is one of the main requirements if you want to be publicly accepted. We want to be the part of the fintech ecosystem because to be a partner means that dialogue is much more open. But I would like also to remind you that be transparent doesn't mean that you decrease your requirement for the participants. I am the fan of transparency, which means that introduce the new rules, discuss, listen the markets, finally approve, and enforcement. And what I would like to tell as the conclusion, the fintech is not local. That fintech is not European, fintech is global. And we as the supervisors have excellent benefits that we have a network, and the project which is done with the academy is an excellent example how to pooling and educate the people between each other, because we will be much more stronger, and we motivate our supervisors as the group to supervise the fintech properly and the building our knowledges and experiences.